Yo, what's going on, guys? Darnell B here. Welcome back to Tech on My Dresser. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the AirPods Max. Yeah, AirPods Max. I don't know, for some reason, I always want to say AirPods Pro Max, but it's just AirPods Max. But yeah, I want to talk to you guys about the AirPods Max, not just regular usage, but specifically fitness, working out. Can you work out with the AirPods Max? But before I do any of that, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Honestly, guys, I'm super appreciative and surprised that I've been getting this many subs, and it's all due to one video, my tech support video about setting up your iPhone with the auxiliary jack if you don't have Bluetooth. I just did that like on the fly when I was at the park after I had shot a totally different video, not scripted or anything like that, and I wasn't expecting anybody to watch it because I figured everybody pretty much has Bluetooth except me, but everybody watched it. So I appreciate you guys that are watching it and subscribing. I will try to do more tech support type stuff very soon. Let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. I'll try to just post what I think you guys might want to know. But if you guys specifically want to see a certain thing, and if I don't have something that you want me to troubleshoot, I'll try my best to find a way to get to it. All right, so AirPods Max. AirPods Max. I keep wanting to say Pro Max. They're pretty good. They've held up well. I've only had them for about a month, but I've used them a lot. Every time I work out, I use them. And at work, I work 12-hour shifts. I was kind of sneaking them in my hoodie pocket. I work at Amazon, well, did. I start a new job soon. But I was sneaking them in my hoodie pocket, and I'll throw my hood on when I get to my station, and I just throw them on and work, just because earbuds typically don't stay in my ear and they're not comfortable. These, my whole 12-hour shift, sure, I took them off during like lunch and breaks, but I didn't have any issues. A lot of people say they're super heavy and they're uncomfortable. They're heavy, but they're not uncomfortable. I don't see what the issue is, and I don't have a lot of hair or anything like that to cushion it or whatever, but this thing right here, super comfortable. These little padding, the padding on the ear cups felt great. They weren't too heavy for me. Sure, sometimes it could get a little weird depending on how you have it positioned if you're moving a certain way, but that's about it. Just because I have a small head as well, so I pretty much got to keep them all the way fully in whenever I wear them, unless I wear them over like a beanie or a hoodie hood. Before I got the AirPods Maxes, I was probably like a lot of you guys on the fence, just because I heard about the whole condensation thing. And that's basically where if you wear them for an extended period of time, inside here, which is after you take the cup off, you'll get some condensation around this ring here. And a lot of people were worried, like, for longevity, would that mess them up? Would they break due to the condensation? It's not sweat, it's just because there's metal in there. So once it heats up, it's gonna start condensating. I wanted to make sure I could work out with them and they would last. And obviously, Apple didn't market these for working out, but whenever a company as big as Apple comes out with something like this, they have to know that people are gonna use them to work out with their headphones. When people work out, they always want music. And I'm pretty sure Apple had this in mind. So I'm not saying that they're waterproof or water resistant, but I'm pretty sure during R&D and testing, Apple gave that some thought and probably made this somewhat durable enough to handle doing workouts, right? So I tried to find videos related to working out with the AirPods Maxes, and I only found like maybe a couple. When the people that had the video, they really weren't into fitness like I'm into fitness. Like, I really fitness. Weights. I do some cardio things like that, but the way I hit weights, I haven't seen anybody that wears AirPods Maxes do that. AirPods Maxes. So I was on the fence for a while, and I honestly kind of gave up on them. Was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna get them just because I'm not sure. Until one day, a model named Ashley Moore posted on her Instagram story. Of course, I was there for research purposes, and I saw that she runs regularly with her AirPods Maxes. She has a pair of green ones, and she does 3 to 5 mile runs wearing her AirPods Maxes outside on sunny days. And I've seen her post multiple stories wearing them, and hers were obviously still working. So I was like, you know what? I think I'll be okay, because I really don't do any outside running most of my workouts will be in the gym. And sure enough, this whole time I've had them, I've hit workouts every week in the gym and I've had zero problems. Condensation inside, absolutely. After 30-45 minutes of me being in the gym, I've taken them off and looked, and I've seen the condensation. The first few times I did kind of just wipe it and absorb it, and then put the cup back on and continue my workout. But after that, to be honest with you, I forgot, and I have not opened those to try to clean up any condensation inside there while I'm working out at all. And I've had zero issues. No issues with audio, no issues with microphones. Everything sounds good. Now, I'm not sweating like profusely or anything like that, but I do sweat a bit when I hit the gym. But for the most part, all the components that I guess would be affected by water aren't really gonna be touched by the sweat. If anything, your sweat's really only gonna get on the ear cups, and the condensation kind of really just stays where it's at because nothing's really pressing it or really making it run. So I've noticed the condensation doesn't really move unless you kind of start messing with it. Like if you're trying to wipe it down, once the water starts to group together, then you can see larger droplets form and it could get to a point where it could possibly drip, I guess. But for the most part, if you're working out, the condensation just kind of sits in those same areas because the ear cup itself doesn't touch that back of the headphone, so there's no reason for it to really be causing problems. But I just wanted to make this video to give you guys a little bit of information about working out with these, because I never ever see anybody really hitting real workouts or posting good information about what it's like to work out with them. Now, as far as workouts go, I mostly do weighted exercises. I'm hitting weights. I have done some high intensity cardio, but it's typically stuff like the battle ropes, not stuff to where that you're gonna have to do a lot of head movement. Now, I will admit that considering the weight of these, if you do something like burpees where your head has to kind of go down and you have to come back up, you could see these possibly fall off or move out of place. But that will probably be the only issue when it comes to working out, but nothing that actually affects the function. It's just more so whether they're gonna stay on your head. But for everything else, no problems at all. So now that you know that you can fitness with the AirPods Max, will you be buying some? In my opinion, it's really up to you. I think it's worth it, mainly because the cups on the headphones are changeable. Whenever you have something like the Sony's or any other over-ear headphones, as great as they are, that padding usually wears down over time, gets really ugly, nasty, doesn't feel good on your skin anymore. And once that padding wears, you don't want to wear those anymore. Your headphone might work fine, but you're probably going to want to get some more headphones at that point. And it's almost like a waste, just because like, yo, the headphone works great, but the padding's messed up and you can't change it. Whereas the Maxes, if that padding wears down, all I got to do is buy some more padding. And I can keep the headphones for as long as they'll run, for as long as that battery's decent on them. So for me, that's worth it, because in the long run, I feel like these will last you a lot longer than a pair of headphones like the Sony's or anything with padding that's not changeable. Now, stuff like that does vary depending on how you use it. Now, if you're just sitting at home and you're just chilling, then getting something like the Sony's will just be fine, just because that padding likely isn't going to wear down anytime soon, because you're only using them in an environment where you're just kind of relaxing, chilling, and watching movies or whatever it might be. But for me, since I use these every workout, whenever I'm out and about driving and I got to make a bunch of phone calls, I'm wearing these things all the time. That one little feature, although it might not seem huge, is super important and worth it for me. But that is pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to let you guys know that you can fitness with the AirPods Max. I will have more videos for you guys really soon. Just let me know what you guys would like to see so I can take that into account. And I'll be back at you soon. Darnell B, Tech on my dresser. Peace.